Brother President Fred Rolando, Executive Board members, NALC sisters and brothers and union family, I bring you greetings on behalf of our members and a salute to all the postal heroes and frontline fighters for justice gathered in Chicago, a city with deep history of labor struggle. I appreciate the invitation very much to address you and regret that I could not join you in person. We wish you a productive convention that builds the solidarity of your union and the solidarity amongst all postal workers and across the broader working class of the country and the world. Our conventions are being held during complex times, both dangerous and promising. On the one hand, we see rising authoritarianism, bigotry, and voter suppression behind the big lie that the 2020 election was stolen, the big lie that led to the despicable events of January 6th and is propelling forward a most dangerous drive toward fascism. White supremacist race hatred and violence is growing, as tragically witnessed recently in Buffalo and elsewhere. These are all tactics of the ruling class to divide and weaken workers and unions. Corporate domination has led to staggering inequality, tax breaks for the wealthy, a criminal handling of the pandemic, and where the billionaire class increased their wealth by $2 trillion during the pandemic, while workers, including postal workers, greatly suffered. Indeed, our struggles are Main Street versus Wall Street and labor versus capital. On the other hand, workers are drawing important lessons from the pandemic, that we workers deserve better, that we make the world go round. And we are witnessing a welcome rise in working class militancy, from John Deere, Kellogg, and healthcare workers to Starbucks and Amazon workers, and many others, with increased strikes, contract battles, and union organizing campaigns. As we look ahead, unity of our unions is vital. I have been a strong advocate for one postal union for decades. My good brother and mentor, Greensboro Delegate Richard Koretz, and I were part of the steering committee of Workers for One Postal Union years ago. While that remains a dream deferred, clearly maximum joint work and solidarity benefits postal workers. From COVID health and safety fights to the election mail success story, sharing of negotiating strategies and working together to get historic postal reform done, our unions continue to deepen our bonds. You stood with us in the Stop Staples victorious fight back and with resistance to lowering service standards. And we stand with you in the terrific advance of 6-day delivery becoming the law of the land. We both are part of a grand alliance to save our public postal service, made up now of over 80 national organizations. We fought back together to defeat the Trump administration's very real plans to destroy the Postal Service. The road from proposals in 2018 to strip our unions of collective bargaining rights and privatize the Postal Service to winning the Postal Service Reform Act of 2022 was paved by thousands of postal workers of all crafts, united in our unions, organizing in our communities, and fighting back for the future we deserve. And postal workers of all crafts stood together as frontline heroes during the pandemic, carrying out our mission to the people of the country under the most difficult of circumstances. As we look forward to our personal lives getting back to normal, let's recommit to the fight for a new normal in this country and world where all workers earn living wages. Healthcare is a human right. Women have full equality to control their lives. Workers have true rights to organize unions. We have a livable planet. The rich pay their fair share, and bigotry and immigrant bashing are replaced with the bonds of human respect, equality for all, and worker solidarity. Before closing, let me take a moment to share a personal note on our good brother Fred Rolando. I have deeply appreciated our honest and fraternal relationship. Yes, at times we have different styles, and at times we have different approaches. But we have stood side by side in our deep passion for and dedication to postal workers, the public postal service, and our unions. We wish Brother Rolando a healthy and enjoyable retirement, knowing he will never be far from this continuing struggle for justice. As we carry forward the fighting spirit of our forefathers and foremothers who displayed immense courage and unity in the unlawful, militant, and victorious Great Postal Strike in 1970, I share the last verse of our labor anthem, Solidarity Forever, as we continue fighting for union and workers' power. In our hands is placed a power greater than their hoarded gold, greater than the might of armies, magnified 1,000-fold. We can bring to birth a new world from the ashes of the old, for the union makes us strong. NALC family, brothers and sisters, have a great convention. See you in the trenches. Solidarity forever.